So hi everyone and welcome to our third PipsCast. Thank you very much for all your lovely comments on the previous PipsCast. It's been really nice. We're really pleased that you like this format. It was just something that we thought we'd give a try.
Yeah, just to sit down and have a coffee.
Yeah, yeah, and say hi to you guys. So we're really pleased that you're liking it. Yeah, so today, what we're going to talk about today on the PipsCast.
Yeah, well, my sister-in-law said something to me on a message in the week. So I was telling her what we'd been having done on the land, and then I was sort of saying, oh, and all we need now is some rain. And she was like, oh well, be careful what you wish for. Yeah. And I think it's because they're in the UK, they'd gone to the lakes, which is well known for being beautiful and green because it gets so much rain, and they were enduring some wet weather in the lakes.
Yeah.
And then the rain started here, didn't it?
Oh, the rain. I was just going to say, we did a video where we went to the lakes not very long ago, wasn't it?
Absolutely,
just before we came in.
We left because we got rained out.
Because it was raining too much, actually. But we were in a tent, which wasn't really made for the rain. But yeah, but beautiful part of the world. Definitely the Lake District in England. I'm trying to think what part of England it was from. Northwest. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, but we left a day early because of the rain. But yes, exactly. So that's what we thought we'd talk about today. A little bit about our weather. We're talking about the weather.
Great British topic.
Great British topic, yes.
Yeah, because we had all of the work done on the land, and it had cleared all of the brush and everything away, and it left it very dusty. I mean, lots of dust, whether it be the road going down or the flat section where we want to have like decking and an outdoor kitchen, the pond, everything. It was just like dust in the dry heat, wasn't there? But rain was on the forecast, and a lot of people sort of said in their comments that it'll be great when the rains come. And they did, and they came, and we've had them for quite some time. I think today is our first fully dry, bright day for at least 10 days, if not more. But yeah, my sister-in-law sort of said, oh well, be careful what you wish for. And thinking back on that, there's things that have come out of it.
Well, so I think, we've learned a lot from it though, I think, as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which is always a positive thing. So even though we've had some difficult's probably not the right word, but slightly more difficult decisions to have to make because of the weather, it's made us think a little bit outside the box of how we're actually going to manage it, I suppose, when it gets a bit wetter and
darker and shorter days. Of daylight. So so we have it has definitely impacted on our solar panel, energy that we use. So when we first came, we were happily plugging in the boxes, plugging in the Bluettis, and they were just like getting charged easy enough, within the day. Fully charged, and then of an evening we could watch a movie or YouTube, or you could edit, anything like that. And then after days and days where you're only getting a short amount of daylight and it's quite poor quality, so it's not charging anything up, then your evening activities have to sort of be a bit different.
Well, I had to be a bit thoughtful because you said to me, how about we settle down this evening and watch a movie?
Yeah. And
as soon as Elaine said watch a movie, my brain just started spinning, because in the UK that sounds, well anywhere that you've got power on the grid, you can do that. You can just go and watch a movie. But my brain just started spinning. Okay, so have we got enough power to power the laptop? Because we use our laptops to watch a movie. Have we then got enough power to power the Starlink, because we use the Bluetti to power the Starlink? So basically,
to get our internet.
Yeah, to get our internet. That's right. So do we? Because all of it's the same, isn't it? We have two Bluettis, basically power boxes. We power them up, and that's all of our power for them until the next day, until the sun comes out the next day, hopefully. So my brain was spinning. I said, well, maybe we could watch a movie.
If you can find a very short one.
yeah. Try and find a movie of 1 hour and 20 minutes, and we may be able to watch it all the way through. But yeah, so it's a lot of I don't say a lot of thought has to kind of. Well, not a lot of thought has to go into it, because you just say, well, I can't watch a movie then. It's as simple as that. I can't watch a movie. Or I have to do something else. Which is what we did do.
We did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you've started reading again. Well, reading again. You've always read, but you started reading a book.
I just read my book, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I found a channel on the
radio.
On the radio, yeah. I'm just trying to think of what the app's called. It's like a BBC iPlayer, is it called? No, it's the BBC Sounds app on my phone, and we just plug that into via Bluetooth into our little speaker. And I was just listening to a couple of radio shows, which was a little bit different, a little bit nice. We tend to watch YouTube a lot. That's what we mainly do. We watch the odd movie now and again, but we do tend to just stick with YouTube. But I think we were kind of done with it by that point a little bit. So we kind of what we're going to do then instead is we're going to listen to the radio, and you're going to read a book.
Yeah.
And I still
don't know.
It
was a lovely change.
Yeah, it was a nice change. I still don't know how you managed to read a book while I'm listening to the radio. There's a lot of chatter going on, but then there you go.
You just don't know, don't you? All the mums will know how to do it.
How to do that, yeah. So there was the downside, I suppose, of, the upside was, as you were saying, I think the upside was that dampness, that rain,
Yep, that damped down all the dust.
All the dust, yeah.
To perhaps go into the other way, where we now have some nice mud wallows in odd places. But generally on the land it's really worked a treat. So the pond is filling up, and all we sowed some ground cover seeds around the edges of it to help sort of knit all the soil together. They're all germinated and are starting to green up, so they're actually growing. The trees on the hillside that Jacques managed to avoid when he was clearing out all the gorse and the rubbish are actually perking up. I think that they're actually getting some light, they're getting some moisture, they're not having to sort of struggle. So that is a big positive for us.
I think the land's looking better than the dust bowl that it was.
Yes.
The downside is, right at the very, very bottom of the land, it's is it a quagmire?
A quagmire, what a wonderful word.
I wanted to use that word, a quagmire. I don't even know what that is, but I assume a quagmire is lots of mud.
Yeah.
And it's like quicksand down the bottom. But in our excitement one day, I think this is the first time we're revealing this on YouTube.
Yeah, actually admitting to it.
In our excitement to go down to look at the pond or the lake to see if there was any water in, we decided that we'd take the truck down. The truck, now named Truck apparently, take the red truck down.
In our defence, it was full of very heavy stuff, because we bought the stuff for the fencing.
That's right.
So there was like 2 big rolls of 100-metre wire fence, plus all of the lengths of rebar to hold the fence up. And I didn't fancy carrying them down.
No. So it wasn't really in our defence. It wasn't a good but we
should have thought. We should have just thought about it.
We shouldn't have gone down. Yeah, basically in the van. We should have maybe carried it all the way down, or just not bothered. Just waited until today and then maybe drove the van down.
Yeah.
Or the truck. But we drove the truck down and it got stuck. Yes.
We did.
And we got stuck and we tried to pull it out for the next couple of hours. We couldn't get it out in any way. It was just spinning. It's a rear-wheel drive car, and it was in deep mud like that, spinning it away, and so we
came up with loads of great ideas.
Did we?
We were digging it out, we were getting rocks in, we had all of the bushes that had been dragged out, and we were using them as wedges, and we did manage quite well to get it a fair distance.
Oh, I've just remembered, you've just reminded me, because we nearly got to the top, didn't we?
Yeah, we were about, 20 yards?
20 feet,
20,
well, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
A shorter distance.
Yeah.
We'd managed pretty well.
We had.
And then one of us decided that if we could just roll back a bit, we'd get a bit of a
grip
run at it now that we had the...
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't quite work, did it?
No, because then I decided to roll it back a little bit, and that little bit became too much, and we ended up right back down the bottom again.
In the worst mud
In
than
the
we
worst,
were before.
even thicker mud.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know, it was. I don't honestly know. I can't even. It was a stress on, wasn't it? A little bit of a stress on.
We were a little bit stressed at the time.
We were a bit stressed at the time.
And I think, in all honesty, we were a bit like, stupid people. We shouldn't have done that.
Well, I know, but we laughed about it.
We did, yes.
Kind of.
And after we'd had a shower and a cup of coffee, we were like, okay, it can just stay there. And then...
we were kind of alright still. We do have the other car, as I think you guys know, we have the other car. So the opportunity was to get that car nice and clean, wasn't it? I spent a bit of time cleaning the other car because we didn't have the truck.
Mm-hmm.
But we asked around a few people if a few people knew of any way that we could get the truck back up, like a tractor or something along those lines. We didn't really hear much back, did we? We couldn't.
We didn't.
No, it wasn't really a lot happening. People were wanting to help. We could sense that. And,
have you tried this? Have you tried that?
Yeah.
And even when you spoke to the lady about getting the small car insured, she went, "Oh, but you've got breakdown cover on your truck."
Yeah, she did.
Not realising quite what a mess we'd made of getting it out.
Making it even worse.
They'll just bring a big truck and they'll just pull it out.
Yeah.
No, they weren't going to pull that out. No way. Not in a month of Sundays were they going to pull it out.
It was still an option, I suppose, but one that we didn't really want to go down just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what had happened is a few people had heard about our predicament, which was really, really nice, and I think message had jumped from one person to another to another.
Through the strangest and the most unobvious route.
Yeah. We had no idea that this went on, this conversation.
So Darren had been cleaning the little car out, and the old lady that lives across the way from us and has no English at all. You were sort of making a joke of it, weren't you? You were saying, we got the truck stuck in the mud, and trying to explain mud and up the land and this, that and the other. And then I think quietly she had clicked quite quickly.
I think she understood.
And and after she'd had a little chuckle with another lady in the village, so they both had a bit of a... They
were laughing with me.
Yeah.
Because I was there telling them about it.
Okay.
So I think, then what happened was...
Because she called you over, didn't she?
I think so, just to try and understand whether the truck was stuck. Not quite sure exactly what happened. It was all a bit too much. But yes, I think it was the following day, or was it the same day?
I think it was the following day, because it was down there for at least 24 hours.
That's right. The following day, we heard a car park up out the front of our house. That doesn't happen very often, so that was quite unusual. And it was pouring with rain again that day. Well, it was kind of on and off, but it was still quite heavy rain. This gentleman had just parked up just there. He came and knocked on our door, and he said, "I'll help you get your truck out," in Portuguese. "I'll help you get your truck out." And I looked at his car, and I thought, that car isn't going to get the truck out of that mess.
His Citroen? His Citroen wasn't going to do that.
No, because I didn't want to get any other cars stuck down there. It was bad enough that ours was. And he said, no, I've got a tractor, in Portuguese, but we seem to understand each other.
Yeah.
And he said, 10 minutes, I'll meet you at the land. And within 10 minutes, he'd driven home, got his tractor, came up, met us at the top of the land, and within half an hour from then, I mean, I was worried that he was going to get it stuck, to be honest. But he was like, no, it's fine. I can do this. I know what I'm doing with the tractor. Obviously, he knows a lot better than me what he's doing with his tractor. He managed to get down there, hook us on, and pull us out.
Yeah.
And so huge big up to Carlos.
Carlos from the next village.
We believe he's from the next village. Yeah. So word had literally got around. I think, as you say, it was from the lady across the road.
Yeah.
And Carlos had then spoken to her. I think how it's got there. So absolutely amazing. But pulled us out, and we were back out, and that was a relief. It wasn't a huge stress, I've got to be honest, but it was a bit of a. Yeah. It was a bit of a stress. We didn't want our car sitting down there on
the mud for however long it might have been, and
So it was really, really good in the end, and Carlos was quite impressed with our little pond at the bottom. So
Darren's got a fishing buddy.
I've got a fishing buddy in a couple of years. Once we get some fish in there, I've got a fishing buddy. Yeah, absolutely. So that would be really nice. Nice fella.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just loved the way that how that can just happen, wasn't it? We were just sitting here in the rain, feeling sorry for ourselves. We probably had faces.
No solar.
Yeah, we were like
all mud.
Yeah, covered in mud, sitting here like that, and then all of a sudden our hero Carlos,
on his bright shiny tractor.
It's a lovely tractor. I was a little bit envious of his tractor. Yeah.
Yeah.
There he was. So our hero, and we're all back to normal again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our story.
That's our story for this week.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't know whether to share it or not. We have got a little video.
We've got a little video of Carlos pulling us out.
Unceremoniously dragging it. Oh, yeah.
I think I'll pop that maybe as a short on YouTube. It's definitely going to have to be seen. So
now that we've let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, we will definitely put that video up in the next few days, hopefully. Yeah, it's waiting there to be edited. I daren't even go there and look at it anymore. No, it's fun. It's actually, the experience overall was okay. It was good, wasn't it? It was a good experience.
It was really nice that everybody just rallied and without really a word being said.
Yeah, without a word.
So
honestly.
We felt part of the community. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely we did. So, I think that's the end. Thank you very much for joining us on this PipsCast again. Really pleased to have you here. Lovely to have you here. And hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit of us chatting on again.
Not too long. We're trying to keep it succinct.
Keep it a little bit if we can.
Well, I've still got some coffee left.
Oh, okay. So that's a good timing.
That's a good...
Yeah, good timing. If you've still got coffee left, we're in within. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying now, so we're done.
Yeah, so take care everybody. Yeah. We will see you in a few days with our normal weekly video. And welcome to all of the new subscribers. We've had over 500 new subscribers in the last
month, I think.
But probably less than that.
Yeah,
so
probably.
Welcome to you all. And thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.